Welcome to another episode of Nimsoli Explains. In this episode, I'm going to conclude my exploration of Campaign Logger, at least this time around, and give you some final thoughts. Let's get started. Today, I'm going to take a final look at Campaign Logger, at least of this exploration round. We'll probably come back to it later, and look at some of the more advanced features within Campaign Logger's UI. There are things that I find very flexible, very interesting, and I think they're very useful. I just wish I used them more. So let me show you how to find it. First, if you go under links, you'll see this cheat sheet here. And this shows you all the formatting tips, tricks, and a few other things that you can do in Campaign Logger. So you can see here, put multiple words in double quotes when you use tags, remove punctuation for tags with double quotes, write shorter log entries to harness the power of tagging and filtering, may make it harder to find stuff when you do it. So use multiple short logs is what he's saying in a campaign session. The tags are listed here. Pluses, magic items, artifacts, minuses are problems. I use the ampersand as monsters because I like having the tagging specifically for a monster so I can look it up later. But you have characters, NPCs, named folks, organizations, factions, groups, all kinds of different organizational ways of handling it here. You can even sort them into sections. It's very nice. And when you're in a log, let's go in here and you hit plus, you'll have a quick bar here so that you can press it and it will show you what the different things are for. Now let's go back over here to the quick tips, the cheat sheet as he calls it. You can search. The search box is right here when you have a journal that you're working on. When you don't have one that you're working on, it'll be at the top of the page over here. Now, you can put stuff at the beginning and the end of each log entry. So you can turn on the prefix suffix and then put a prefix here and then a suffix there. And that's at the beginning and the end of your log entries. Formatting, you can put a pound sign to make the words look big. So when you're putting something in like a heading, put a pound sign and then a space, otherwise it's a tag. And you end with a large heading. You can make it a little smaller and a little smaller still. When you go over here, you can do bold by putting 2 underscores before and after the text. So and you can italicize it. And that's misspelled, I know. And then you can make colors by putting in color right there. Horizontal line. So if you need to make a line, let's go back over here and you see there's 3 dashes. So let's do 3 dashes. And you can see there is a line right there. You can do list with an asterisk. Remember to include the space. A numbered list, 1 dot, first item, 2 dot, second item. Strike through are these tilde characters. You need 2 of those. So that's useful. Superscript, subscript, you can make a table, table with header. You can underline and block quote. You can make it all caps. You can make it lowercase, sentence case, small caps, title case, uppercase. That's very useful if you want to be slack in your writing. You can do links outside. You can do images. And there are commands to roll all kinds of dice. All sorts of stuff. And the dice are right over here where it's convenient. And you just type in the commands right here. So if you want to do 1d20 plus 7, and then you hit the, I'm sorry, that's plus ampersand. Let's change that to a 7. Add the shift key down. You can see here, there's 24. Now they've got some things coming, so they can do check boxes, empty lines, that kind of stuff. So this is a very powerful tool. And I'll be back in a minute with how I think about it, what I think about it, how I feel about it. I really like using Campaign Logger. It is one of my favorite tools for keeping track of session notes, either as a player or as a GM. I think it's worth the expense. Plus, you get a whole lot of functionality. It's makes your notes interesting. You makes them very usable. You can search them. You can filter for treasure. If you want to see what you've handed out to your players, you can look up all the loot. So I think it's a really useful tool in that manner. And I don't mind recommending it. I think it's a great, something that's added a lot of value to my campaigns. I hope that you've enjoyed this exploration in Roll20 and that you'll come back next time when we take a look at something else. I'm thinking about dipping into Dungeon Alchemist, and so I'm really looking forward to seeing that one. Until next time, remember to like, share, and subscribe. And